What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode 3 of the Sports Aces podcast here. To the left of me, we have Tom here, back with us again. And we have Anthony to the right of me, man. How you guys feeling today?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Feeling great, man.
You know, I'm trying to be, happy. But deep down inside, I'm really depressed, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's the usual story that happens every year. The Cowboys' failures in the playoffs. But we're going to get to that. Overall, man, this past weekend was not that bad, actually. Like, it was surprisingly good games.
Yeah.
Actually. Except for one game that was a blowout, but...
Well, 2 of them.
Well, yeah, it was 2. But, like... That Jaguars and Chiefs game, like, I was very surprised how it went. Because, like, if Trevor Lawrence would have beat Patrick Mahomes, do y'all understand how crazy he would have been, bro?
Yeah, no, it would have been big.
Oh, my God.
They've taken a big step, Jacksonville. My coach of the year, Doug Peterson, has transformed that team from a joke last year with Urban Meyer into a real contender. I think they're only going to get better.
Yeah, man. What about you, man?
I mean, they looked better than I thought. I mean, Lawrence, obviously after watching him last week against the Chargers in the second half, I was like, he's definitely going to come out firing, and that's exactly what he did. And he found his guys almost. I mean, those turnovers were big in the red zone, man.
Like, I felt like he could have included Ingram a lot more.
Yeah, that
offense.
was the thing. I was really disappointed that Ingram really didn't get to touch the ball that much.
I caught the second half, because I missed most of the first half because I was kind of busy with doing the broadcast here.
Yeah,
When I got home, I'm watching the second half of the game. I'm like, oh, they could have got it. But then, you seen the fumble, and then you see the picks. It was like, oh.
I mean, that Jamal, oh, man. Agnew, man, he had been playing good all game. He had a couple of big returns to set him up with good field position.
Yeah, man.
It's just tough, bro. Because, that right there, that's your season. You just fumble it away. That's got to hurt, man.
But you know what? I'm not even mad at their loss because I think a lot of people were surprised they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Like when you look at the playoffs, think about beforehand, the Titans was really leading the division. And, they was 5, what was it? They were 5-8?
Jacksonville, they were 5-8 going into the Jets game.
Yeah, they was 5-8, and then they just went on a good win streak to get themselves in the playoff position. Which, the Titans choked, but
big time.
But it was not that bad of a loss because I'm at least we see the potential in Trevor Lawrence greatness early on, but we have to not act like we can't just talk about how Patrick Mahomes played with one leg.
Yes.
Chad
Henne played pretty well. He came in and threw a touchdown.
That's
Credit to him.
Too. Yeah, you gotta give him love too. We gotta give him the props, man. Because
former Jacksonville Jaguar, man.
Oh yeah,
burned his own team in the playoffs.
That's crazy, man. But it was just interesting, because for the people who don't know who Chad Henne is, he definitely was a Michigan legend.
That man has been in the league.
He's
for
a Michigan
so
legend.
Yeah.
That Michigan team that played in 05, 06, I believe.
Yeah.
He was a while.
Yeah. They.
He was a Dolphin for a while too. He's been
around.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
So it's a good thing to know. Even your backup QB can still come in and still make some plays for you.
I love the Chad Henne, but going back to the Jacksonville thing, I think they're more exciting than watching the Titans in the playoffs. I don't really think anyone
I would
wanted
have to agree with that.
Because I think Titans be a one-trick pony, man. I think they just hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, and everybody knows the ball going to Derrick Henry. Yeah. So it's not
that's what makes it all more impressive that Henry rushed for 1,500 yards. He's getting the ball, but you can't stop him.
Nah. Can't, man. You can't.
He's like Jerome Bettis, man. I don't want to make the comparison, but they have the similar builds, man.
Well,
he runs for a lot of yards.
I wouldn't say similar build because, I think Jerome Bettis is just Jerome Bettis.
Yeah,
with that speed and that size is different.
Derrick Henry's quick too.
Yeah, but I think it's more muscle.
Yeah,
a lot more muscle.
Yeah,
Bettis had muscle too, but it was more you still had a little bit of size on him, but Derrick Henry, like he was built like that since high school, actually.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because I imagine, like I want the people at home to really think about if you was a 17-year-old kid or 16-year-old kid going against Derrick Henry in high school. Like, I wonder what was their thought process.
You see the memes, like, out of a rough day of calculus, you go and play some Friday Night Football, and Derrick Henry runs you over.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. Like, that's, like, the worst day to ever think about.
Yeah.
Like, just any star player in the
There was a thing about him in high school. They had to pull him out of games because the other coaches would get so upset that he would run a touchdown every play. So he'd have to sit the second half.
That's how it be, man. But, hopefully, man, the Jaguars, retool in the draft. I know Calvin Ridley going to be back with them
That's
going to
be a huge addition, man.
So, that receiving core with Trevor Lawrence definitely got potential, man.
They got a bright future, but we'll get on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes playing on one leg. He can't do anything. Every time you see him, you're like, this is impressive, and he just takes that next step to be more impressive.
Yeah, man. Like, it was just crazy because I just knew the minute he went out, I'm like, oh, yeah, the Jaguars might upset the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. But then he came back, and then he was just throwing passes one leg. I'm like,
yeah,
what? I'm like, see, something about that Patrick Mahomes guy.
Bro, he threw a touchdown off one leg while his ankle was just impressive.
I see why Cliff got a job in the league now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see it more and more every day, man. No shot to you, Ryan. I'm sorry, bro. No shot to you, bro. But then we go to the night game. I mean, you picked the Giants. Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, I know I said they was going to go OT, but I just had hope, like, Daniel Jones might play as good as he did against the Vikings. But they look
man.
I mean,
they looked lost.
I mean, I can't really go in on them too much because my team didn't do too well either. But
I mean, I can go in on them.
I mean, we'll go on for it.
But like, it was just looking at that game, I can tell, like, the Eagles was ready for them. They was ready.
Because the narrative's like, oh, they're coming flat. They're going to come off the bye flat. Giants are coming in hot. And Daniel Jones literally goes in there and performs like we are used to seeing.
Yeah.
I think it's because, when you look at Jalen Hurts, and the receiving core, it was just a lot for them. I think that's where
absolutely, man.
It was too much for the Giants, offensively, because you have too many. Like, you have a dual threat quarterback where he can beat you on the air or beat you on the ground. Then you have running backs that can damage you and everything, and then you have two receivers where, if AJ Brown is not getting the ball, Smith is still dangerous. Still
2,000-yard guys, man.
Yeah, like, so you got two 1,000 yards receivers on each side. So that's kind of tough for any defense.
Yeah.
And then, defensive side of the ball, I mean, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, when you watch the whole game, you see, like, these DBs was not playing.
No.
That D lineman exposed their weakness on offensive line. Mm-hmm. Rushing Daniel Jones, getting back there. Saquon really didn't have big runs, so it was kind of
he was bottled up, man.
Yeah, man, it just tells you a lot. Like, the game is really going to be won in the trenches. So, like, if you don't have, like, an offensive lineman that's great blocks, or if you don't have no D lineman, you're not going to really make it far.
No, the Giants looked outmatched in every aspect of the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Credit to them for making it. They had a fantastic season, exceeded expectations, but the Eagles played like a number one seed. I mean, there was, I think, a point where the broadcaster called out the Eagles safety, Gardner Johnson, how they got him from the Saints for like a 6th-round pick.
Yup, yeah, I remember him. I remember that.
Yeah.
The Eagles, they brought Bradbury in as a free agent. Like, their general manager deserves a lot of credit for building a championship caliber roster on every level. Like, there's not a weakness at their team.
No, but it really begs the question that really need for most NFL teams, should they follow the format that the Eagles did? Because, they really made some big trades, like especially on draft day when you get A.J. Brown and, for the Titan fans, Titans drafted another receiver after trading A.J. Brown. And now I know the Titans, back to the Titans again, I know they sick because they let go A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown had a career-type year with the Eagles now. Mm-hmm. And now when you look at the Eagles, they really drafted or made trade and signings. And I think a lot of teams need to make the moves like that, where you're just trying to build to the point where you're dominant all aspects. You don't have no gray areas where, yeah, there's a great quarterback, great receivers, but the running backs, the shaky, or offensive line, D lineman shaky, or defensive back shaky. But man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I just can't sleep at night. Like I know people who's Eagles fans, but I just don't want to see them win a Super Bowl because like when they won the Super Bowl in 2017, I believe.
Yeah.
Like it was like finally another team in the NFC East. They finally got one, but it was just like can't do it, man.
Well, I mean, the Eagles, they just, I mean, I won't lie, they kind of surprised the hell out of me. I mean, I knew they were good, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think Jalen Hurts, I mean, he clearly was 100% healthy.
I mean,
He looked 100%.
He looked 100%. He was like, oh no, I'm not 100%. I'm like, psh.
Bro, I bet you he said that just like so that they let their guard down, bro.
That narrative, man, that's crazy.
I mean, it was smart because like he was just dotting him up, dude.
Yeah, like he was really going crazy.
He showed why he was an MVP candidate.
Yeah, if he didn't get hurt, it would have been a tough choice between him and Mahomes. But the fact that he got hurt really just makes it an easy decision.
Yeah, that's the only thing, man.
But he's definitely runner up in my book. I don't really see anybody else that can.
Yeah,
take runner up.
Agree with that.
Definitely. And then we transitioned to Sunday afternoon. Joe Burr
showed out.
and Josh Allen. That game, I watched that game from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie. After that, I think it was the second touchdown to Hurst. That's when I realized the Bills is not winning this game.
Yeah.
Cause you could tell mentally they was out.
Bro, the Bengals were a plus 200.
Man,
they were a huge underdog going in there, man.
It was crazy because I'm looking at the game and I'm just like, Joe Burrow is not like bothered.
Nah, dude, he's
not bothered by the snow, the weather.
Care.
He's not bothered by like the rush. He's like cool, comfortable.
Joe cool, man.
It's crazy,
insane.
man.
He's deadly accurate. Like
in his third season.
In the snow, he's so accurate. It was insane. Like he
yeah.
outplayed Josh Allen so much.
One of the broadcasters said that if he retired right now, he'd have the highest completion percentage in NFL history.
I believe
That's
it.
crazy.
He's different. Third year, and he's already made 2 AFC champions. It's literally like if you look at the AFC now, you got Mahomes and Burrow. They're going to be battling for years. Yeah. Allen just can't get himself in there.
I'm about to say, do y'all think like in my opinion, do y'all think Allen is just going to be one of them quarterbacks where he's a good quarterback in the regular season, but in the playoffs he's just not good?
I don't want to say it, man, because it's Philip Rivers 2.0.
I saw a comparison.
Yes,
it is.
Philip Rivers. That's
because you look at Philip Rivers' teams, bro. They were always great.
Yeah.
But they can never get over the hump. He never made it to the Super Bowl. He had one of the best running backs of all time.
Oh yeah, and for the people who don't know who Philip Rivers is,
bro, they gotta know who Philip Rivers is.
No, but you got some people who don't know who Philip Rivers is. Can we in the new generation?
He's a dog, bro.
So Philip Rivers was a quarterback for the Chargers,
yep.
And then he played 1 year with the Colts. But yeah, man, like with his time with the Chargers, I mean,
he was great.
It was just because I'm gonna say it like this: certain teams be good at certain bad times. And especially doing certain dominance. Like, he was in the years where you coming against a Patriots dynasty.
Peyton Manning.
Eli Manning.
So, like,
Big Ben.
I think he get overshadowed a lot by those guys because his playoff runs. And then he could have got it. He could have made it far in the 2006 season where they
when LT was MVP in 06.
Yeah, so like they could have won that year, but then like it was the fumble after the pick, and it was
that year they had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense, and they didn't make the playoffs.
That's crazy.
That is
he had so many good
insane.
Players too.
Antonio Gates, Vincent Jackson, man, he doesn't get enough respect. He is a baller.
Wait, didn't they have
There's some other receiver. I can't think of his name.
Michael Floyd.
Yeah.
They had
a big name we were missing.
They said Vincent Jackson. It's somebody that's on stick.
Well, Gates was like his main.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up too.
Yeah. Look that up.
It's gonna hurt.
But yeah, man. It's
that's
just
a good comp, though.
But that's a good comparison, man, because I feel like with Josh Allen, you could tell like Diggs was getting frustrated with him.
You know, he went out and tweeted after the game how frustrated he was.
Yeah, like it was just because when you just go in the playoffs and it's like, you losing by close against the Chiefs, and then like second year you lose, and then third time is like.
Well, I mean, you can really make the comparison between Phillip Rivers and Allen even more now because we're in that era where like a lot of QBs are. It's like a lot of these guys are going to be generational.
Yeah,
like Burrow is generational. Mahomes has been generational since he's been in the league. Allen's a good quarterback, and then you got Herbert, who's good on the other side. Mm-hmm. I mean, like he's just gonna. They have to find a way to. There's just something that they're missing. I don't know what it is.
Like you look at their roster.
Their roster's complete. It's a complete roster. It really is.
And it's another thing that I would say because besides the Josh Allen, because Josh Allen, that's going to be all on him. I think this game was all on Josh Allen
for sure.
Because I think even defensively, you could be like, well, they lost Von Miller in the injury, and they were still ranked like last in defense in the past couple games before going to the playoffs. But I think, besides defense, it's got to be Josh Allen. Got to rally the guys together to get better.
Well, yeah, because like when you go down 14-0 and a team that comes in there that's really hungry and they want to get back, they want revenge, and you give them any sort of momentum, you're not winning the game. Like you're just not. They just looked flat on offense. They couldn't get themselves in the red zone. They can't get themselves where Allen is comfortable. He ran the ball.
Yeah.
Not enough though. Like he couldn't get out of the pocket. He couldn't make the right throw. I mean, granted, I mean, you can't even say it's because of the snow because Joe Burrow played a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Burrow just making like
good outplayed
plays. Yeah, he just got outplayed, man. And
straight up, like
it's just crazy, man. But overall, man, that game, I'm excited to see that next round, man.
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
It's gonna be a great game, man. Like before we go to the biggest disappointment all weekend, I just want to say this right now, man. It's crazy because I think my prediction is slowly gonna get true with the Bengals and Chiefs.
Hey, I took them to win, bro, and I think that if they can go into Kansas City and make a statement again,
he's never lost to Mahomes.
The problem is, like, if you look at the two opponents that he would hypothetically have to face, the Eagles or the 49ers, like, those are two great defenses that he hasn't seen all year. So,
yes, but, I mean, the Bills statistically have a great defense. They did lose two players. They lost White and Poyer on that one play, but I don't see
at that point, the game was over, though.
He played the Rams defense last year, and he didn't look bad in the Super Bowl.
No, the Super Bowl was his performance was good.
Yeah.
I think Burrow might get over the hump this year. He might get that ring.
I'm gonna be honest. The Bengals getting their first ring with Burrow. Oh my God! I'm gonna tell you this right now. Joey B needed cash in. So the Bengals organization, y'all need to pay that man.
I mean, they need to lock him up for him,
bro.
For the organization and Burrow.
Yeah, they need to pay that man.
They do need to get him an O-line, though. So at some point, they got to do
guaranteed,
it. Guaranteed,
he's your franchise at this point.
Do you think that Burrow could get a Mahomes type of contract?
Yeah.
I think we're going to see teams trend. When you get a guy like that, you cannot let him go.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think he's going to get that much money.
I'm saying 8 years, 300.
I'm gonna go with like 700, 250, maybe 275, because
7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
I'd even go higher. I think he's at this point for the next 10 years. You're looking at it, he's probably the second best guy.
Well, no, but the reason why I think they're probably going to lower the price, because I think Joe gonna realize that
he needs pieces around him.
Around him. So he's gonna realize I want to keep Jamar here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep my receivers here. I want to keep key pieces on the defensive side of the ball.
Get no line.
So again, O-line. So that's going to be his main
That's
priority.
the Brady model. Brady every year in New England took less money so they could put a better team.
That's the thing
around
about
him.
Mahomes. Like he got that big contract, so he has Kelsey, but like they had to let go of Hill, and he made it obviously made it work.
Yeah.
But like Burrow, do you think Burrow would succeed in a Mahomes type of situation? That's the real question.
Well, I think it's because you gotta look at the offensive schemes too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta look at the big difference because
Zach Taylor's a great head coach.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you gotta look at the Andy Reid system.
That's true.
Like the Andy Reid system really flourished with Donovan McNabb, and McNabb had multiple different receivers every year.
Even
Yeah.
Alex Smith when he came in Kansas City. The first
Yeah,
time.
and that's another example too.
Just gotta credit Andy Reid.
Yeah, and it's just interesting because it's just like you gotta really remember it's Andy Reid, so his offense is gonna really work for just needing one good piece, and you can have different pieces. Like this year, you had Juju, where before Juju wasn't really making the biggest contribution, but he still was making plays. You still got other receivers that's a 3 receiver guy, and they still were making plays.
MVS involved. They brought in Kadarius Toney. He was scoring touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. No matter who they seem to put around
Pacheco, right?
Yeah, Pacheco had a great year.
Yeah.
Whoever they put in the
Sorry if I
offense
misspelled his name.
does really well.
Mispronounce his name, but yeah, that's the main thing, man.
But how much is that, do you think, on Andy Reid or Mahomes elevating the player? I think it honestly could be a 50-50. It could
is.
be Andy Reid's system and Mahomes.
I think it's Mahomes because I think Mahomes, I think he really developed himself as a quarterback.
Yes.
Andy Reid has a great track record of really helping quarterbacks out because you got to remember, too, he definitely – wasn't he the coach when Matt Castle was there, too?
He might have been, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
When did he sign in KC? I thought it was 2013.
I don't know. It was some year
Because it was Chip Kelly replaced him
Yes.
in 2013.
Yeah,
I think he signed with Kansas City in 2013. So Matt Castle would not have.
No, it was 2013.
Yeah, because I remember it because it was a big story that they fired him.
Yeah.
Because they had a down. Because 2012, the Eagles were not good. It was the last year of Mike Vick, and they were on the downhill. They had a bunch of washed up guys. It wasn't really Andy Reid's fault. I'm pretty sure they went 4-12.
Yeah.
Nah, because matter of fact, that was 2013 because that was the year Alex Smith became a Pro Bowler.
Yes.
That year.
He was good. Alex Smith doesn't get enough credit, man. He's a good QB.
It was just a gruesome
injury.
Yeah, it's just
that was late in his career, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I
just
mean, they
that,
drafted Mahomes in the first round.
and I think that was a good mentor.
Too.
And that was a great mentor.
That was smart. They should.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't
that.
throw him into the fire right away is the reason why he's the way he is.
I think Mahomes even credited, Alex Smith.
Yeah.
For that year to really
Because he's
show.
willing. Because a guy like Alex Smith is willing to mentor certain guys. Mm-hmm. You'll have veterans in the league that they don't care. They'll just be
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is one.
Ryan
Tannehill. I've heard Ryan Tannehill was also that.
He did not want to mentor Malik Willis.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's becoming a trend, man. It really is becoming a big trend with a lot of older quarterbacks. They going through, but it's an egos thing though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of sports is egos. Imagine you being on top of the world as a QB, and then all of a sudden you drafted this young rookie hotshot quarterback, and all of a sudden, he's going to be the starter the next year. So you might want to go ahead and mentor him. And if you're an older player, you're gonna feel disrespected by it.
No, that's true.
So
I get it, but you're not obligated to do anything. But at the same time, if you really want to see your franchise succeed down the line, I don't see why.
Someone probably did it for them. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to do it for love, but I'm sure Brett Favre did some mentoring, even though that is.
I don't know.
Honestly, Brett Favre with his character, I don't think he did shit, bro. I really don't think he did shit.
I don't think Brett Favre did anything.
I don't think he did jack shit.
I think teams need to take after this Mahomes model though, and start not throwing these quarterbacks into the fire.
Well, the thing is, they threw Burrow into the fire, and he's just been a god. So,
well, a lot of situations is kind of certain teams is in certain situations where they either have a veteran quarterback that they can have in front of them to prep them, and then you got some situations where they have to start now. Look at the Bears. The Bears had, who they had? They had Nick Foles before Fields, and then Fields took over. It wasn't like Nick Foles, he won the Super Bowl in Philly, but Nick
Yeah,
Foles overall.
I mean, the Bears are just a whole.
They're a
like,
mess.
They're a mess, man.
We can spend a whole episode just on fixing the Bears.
But we gotta talk about the elephant in the room.
We do.
Even though we all.
All right,
picked
Chris, let's hear it, man. Let's hear it.
Okay,
Get it all out.
so let me just look in the camera, man, because I got vent some frustration. Like, it's so many questions about what happened, because it's like we had so many missed opportunities. Mm-hmm. It was the big catch from CeeDee Lamb, and then we could have drove downfield, but then Schultz didn't catch it. So I'm like, okay, that kind of messed us up. First of all, Kellen Moore need to get the fuck up out of there. Let me just say that. Kellen Moore need to get the fucking fired. Because what is he doing? But all the blame ain't going to be on Kellen Moore. McCarthy, we have an undisciplined team. All them fucking flags fucked us up. Because we'll get a sack and we'll be like, oh shit, it's 4th down. Guess what?
Punt the ball.
It's not even the punt. It's about to be automatic first down because of a undisciplined flag that could have been prevented. Then Mahomes, not Mahomes, but like Dak up.
You stuck with him though.
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere, man.
You got paid. You stuck with him, unfortunately.
Why the fuck is you playing like a bitch, man? like, dog, what are we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing here? Like, how you get outplayed by the fucking last pick of the draft? Like, that's what I want to understand. Like, did y'all see his press conference post-game?
No.
Did y'all see him wearing that small-ass shirt? And we lost to a guy that looked like he could work at Hollister?
Brock Purdy.
We lost to a guy that could work at Hollister, and we fucking lost to him. This is like the second time we lost to a fucking rookie. The last game of the year, we lost to the fucking third-string quarterback in the Commanders. Mm-hmm. And he had a great fucking game. I'm like, damn. And then what's sad is, going to this game, I just knew the only way you're going to be a great player, like, you have to beat the Cowboys and look good against the Cowboys. And the crazy thing was, he played okay.
He just didn't make any mistakes.
He didn't make no mistakes. And then, like, Dak...
That's what he's done, though.
Dak throwing 2 picks. Oh, what the fuck?
I saw a stat about Dak. He has the same exact postseason record as Romo through this many games. And they're both 0-3 in the divisional rounds.
It's like deja vu, Chris.
It's literally the same exact thing.
It's like deja vu, man. Hey, we might be Jets fans, but at least we know that we aren't making the playoffs before the season starts. And we don't give ourselves any
hope. They
hope.
give you that slightest bit of hope, and then they grab you and they throw you down every year.
It's like, bro, it's like trying to talk to the hot chick in the club. It's like, you talk to the hot chick in the club, you get the number, you go to her house.
And then she ghosts you, bro.
She goes to your house, you go to the house, you about to smash, then you text her the next day, and guess what?
Nothing.
Nothing. She ghosts you. Like,
it's that taste, that little taste they give you.
Give you the little taste of the world, and then you just get fucked.
They just rip it away.
Then what the fuck was that last play, bro?
Oh my!
What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
bro?
Can we? Yeah,
we need to spend
I don't think we
time
could.
on that.
I don't think we could bring an NFL analyst, like a real NFL analyst, into this booth, and they could not explain that play to you.
Okay,
I don't think Kellen Moore could explain that.
So guys,
Kellen Moore was just like, "Fuck it, go out there, do whatever you want."
So if the audience is at home, if you look at the left of us, you're seeing this box that the play that we're talking about. Like
let's go from the whole play.
Let's just go from the beginning. Like, what is the first fuck up? Why we have Zeke Elliott at fucking center? Like,
his shit blowing
up.
Oh
man!
What the fuck were we running? The annexation of Puerto Rico? We running the Little Giants play? Like, the Little Giants made a better play than that. Like, oh my god! You know what?
They throw it to.
Is that worse than the Colts play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. More's at stake.
Yeah, and at the same coin, like, you're at the 20-yard line, you're not gonna score the ball unless you get a miracle. But at least line up in a normal formation.
They were setting up for like a Miami Miracle lateral thing.
Yeah, but in the Miami Miracle, they just set up in a normal play, threw the ball over the middle of the field, and
then,
pitched the ball around.
Yeah, this was just like they threw it. He got hit immediately.
The Cowboys like legit, they just gave up.
They just threw a slant and they quit.
They throw it to Turbin, who he can get if he's in space. If he's in space, he's dangerous. But you're throwing to Turbin in the middle of the field where the 49ers are playing a zone coverage.
No one's there to block. No one's blocking for him.
They're playing a soft zone. They only had 2 linebackers over there. And he just throws it right there.
We lost to a fucking last pick of the draft. Like, at this point, fire McCarthy, fire Kellen Moore.
He's staying. I saw Jerry come out earlier today. McCarthy's staying.
See, that bullshit.
That's because y'all had success. So he's like, it's not.
He did just enough to keep his job.
You want a playoff game. That's all that matters. You want a playoff game.
No, that's the thing. He won the game and he kept his job. I mean,
that's all you needed to do.
All I'm gonna say
Dan Quinn might leave too.
All I'm gonna say is, man, I'm gonna just have a cold beer next week and Super Bowl Sunday. I'm drinking all my sorrows away. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. Like, the only way I'm gonna feel comfortable with, us out the playoffs, the Eagles lose, that's the only way I'm gonna feel comfortable. But like low key, I was not about to come to work that next day, actually. Like, I was really contemplating be like, this is
yesterday?
mental health reasons. Due to mental health reasons, I'm not allowed to work because the Cowboys lost.
The Cowboys give you seasonal depression.
Yeah, seasonal depression, man. Like, it's just every year. Like,
every year.
Like,
hey, at least yours only lasts a couple of days. Ours is literally like 4 months. So.
Yeah.
It's just
watching.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? But
we'll give the 49ers some credit, but I honestly think the Cowboys gave them the game more than the 49ers won it.
Plenty of opportunities to take the lead in that game. Dak, 2 turnovers.
Really did. Like, that first pick, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was just, oh my god.
The second one, that's a great defensive.
No, that was a great play. Yeah,
that was a great defensive play. I give them that. The second one, that was like, okay, that was a legit pick. But the first one was like,
just Dak being Dak.
Who the fuck? Did you not see that? I'm like this, yo. Dak got some parlays. I think the NFL need to investigate Dak Prescott. He had some parlays. He had some parlays bets on there.
Over 2 picks.
Yeah, over 2 picks.
For himself.
I think I seen like a money line that had if my mayor
missed extra point.
It
was like plus 1,500. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I should have.
And it hit because he got blocked, bro.
That's crazy. I
mean, even though it got blocked, you look at it.
It was gonna miss anyway.
He was hooking it.
It was missing left. Yeah.
I just love how he was like making the fucking field goals, and it's made me feel a little bit more confident in him. But he's still a bitch.
It's in his head.
Yo, did you see the clip of Jerry Jones going on the field talking to him?
Yo, I seen that.
That shit was funny, man.
I was like, see, Jerry Jones had to light his ass up right.
Oh, you know it's bad when Jerry Jones comes out of his booth to talk to you.
And the crazy thing is that never happened ever in history.
I know.
Ever in history when Jerry Jones has to come down the field to talk to you. That's a damn shame.
The Cowboys need some changes. Like it's inevitable, man. They do the same cycle every year. I think Jerry's got to sit down.
What can you pinpoint as the problem? Like it's different every year.
It's the contract.
It's just like in my personal opinion.
Last year was clock management. This year was mistakes, missed opportunities.
I just want to know what's the next year going to be like? What's the third time?
You're not even going to make it next year.
You need to get out of some of these contracts though. Like you're stuck with Zeke. You're stuck with
Zeke. Well, I did see that Zeke is willing to take a pay cut.
I don't even know how true that. Like
I don't know if that's true, but if it is true, then like I think Zeke is definitely will understand.
Bro,
I
saw this thing. It was like someone was on a podcast and he was like, Zeke Elliott is he's found his niche as like a power back. What is he, Mike Tolbert? And I was like, oh my god, that's
Tolbert.
Mike Tolbert, bro. That is a violation.
You just take that Brandon Jacobs route. Just bulk up.
But man, we just
Brandon Jacobs was a dog.
But
bro.
I want to send my congrats to the 49ers. Y'all was the better team that day.
Yeah, that was hard for him.
So Valente, you can still crack the jokes for the whole year now to next playoffs. That's the only, if we ever win again, go to the playoffs. But Yeah, man. Congrats to 49ers, man. Beat the fucking Eagles because, like, that's the only way I'm going to feel great at night. So, yeah. But now going to the AFC.
We'll give a little preview next week.
Yeah, so next week, man, the first game is which is the first game?
Chiefs Bengals.
Chiefs Bengals, is it?
One of them. I think.
Well, we ain't gonna give them the times because I think people know.
I don't even know this. Have they even announced them?
Yeah, they are. They're both Sunday.
Yeah, they're both Sunday.
3:05 is the first game, and 6:50 or 6:40 is the second game.
Like,
that's how it always is.
I'm totally understanding. Yeah, you the research guy.
I'm pretty sure the first game is the Chiefs game.
It is the Eagles and the Niners.
All right, so Eagles versus Niners.
That makes sense.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If Brock Purdy win this game, Brock Purdy might go down and have a whole documentary made about it.
It's got to be his team.
Honestly, it's probably already gonna happen.
Like,
it's a storybook.
I need to
He hasn't lost.
I need a biopic about this man because like it's just crazy how all this has happened.
Did you see the it's like a rematch of it was like a game.
Big Ten Conference Championship.
Yeah, Brock Purdy. Last time Brock Purdy played against Jalen Hurts, he had 5 touchdowns.
And Hurts won.
And Hurts won by a point.
Yeah.
It was 41-42. Iowa State lost by 1 point to Jalen Hurts and Ohio State.
From the college rivalry.
I mean, granted, we're in the NFL now, and both teams have way different.
Nah, Big 12 is not
Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts. He had one really good year though for Oklahoma.
Yeah, man.
But
man, y'all want to do the predictions, man? See who's gonna win this? Cause I'm gonna just go ahead and go first. I'm gonna just say the 49ers. The 49ers by 7.
How much of that is you not wanting the Eagles to win?
100%.
100%. Guaranteed 100%. Because it's like
at least he's realistic. Blowout.
Because like when for any NFC East team, it's like I would be okay if it was the Commanders. I'd be okay if it was the Giants. But just something about the Eagles.
It's just because the Eagles have had the most success over the past couple of years.
Yeah, and it was just like...
It's like the same way we hate the Patriots.
Yeah, it's just like...
Nah, Patriots are different, bro. All right? We're not even going to get into it.
No, we ain't going to get into that because Patriots is a difference. Patriots was a whole dynasty.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
They were good for like 20-something. They were good for like 20 years.
Yeah,
bro. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's just because ever since the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they've been feeling themselves a lot. So
I mean, understandably.
There's a toxic fan base too.
They're
very hateable.
I hate Philly fans, bro.
I thought Cowboys fans was crazy. They are delusional.
They're just mean too. Like they're just not good people. No offense.
This is off topic, but one of my boys is a Philadelphia fan, and he's like, "Oh, Ben Simmons is the top 5 point." I'm like, "Come on, bro! You can't think that. You cannot think that."
Just Philly fans in general, they probably believe like Ben Simmons was the chosen one. And I'm like,
I mean, he was good.
Yeah, but he wasn't like the greatest. Like he was good.
No,
but
good. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, 100%. It was because I don't like the Eagles. I just want the Niners to beat them by 7.
Yeah.
At least by 7. Y'all blow them out. Let me love that because I'm going to send a picture of memes of to somebody I used to date and be like this. Come sit on the couch with us now. But all the NFC
Take your shots.
Take my shots.
I mean, I'll go on the flip side though. I'm gonna take the Eagles. Unfortunately, I don't see a flaw with their team. Like there's no part of the Eagles team that is bad.
You know it's the truth, bro. Come on.
Like they're so good. Everything is aligned for them. Getting all these players this year to fill their holes. I think they win
that's
by...
what she said.
Hey.
I think they win by 10. I'll take the Eagles by 10.
Yeah, I made the mistake.
Yeah, too.
I made the mistake of picking against the Eagles last week, and it bit me in the ass. So I'm gonna take them this week. But I think honestly, this is gonna be a really defensive type of game, though. Because if you look at both defenses, they both got playmakers on the. They have Hassan Reddick on the Eagles side, who was 3rd in sacks this year, and then you got Bosa on the other side, who was 1st in sacks. And then you got Trey Greenlaw, Fred Warner. You got James Bradbury, Darius Slay, C. Nate Gardner-Johnson, who led the league in picks. Like, it's going to be a defensive game.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact. Josh Sweat is from the area I'm from, actually.
He's a good player, bro.
Yeah,
He's a
Josh
solid edge
Sweat.
rusher.
Yeah, Josh Sweat is a pretty good guy. He's a real nice guy in person, though. But
You know, a lot of guys are.
Yeah.
but overall, Josh Sweat, I'm sorry, bro, because you're on the Eagles, so, like, fuck the Eagles. But, you know, he's still my boy, though. Shout out to you, man.
I mean,
757 Colts, man.
Jordan Davis, is he back?
I don't know. They have so many rotational guys. It's hard to keep up. They're like 7.
Well,
good
when they
D-linemen.
have Jordan Davis, bro, like you can't run the ball against the Eagles. And that's the 49ers' bread and butter. McCaffrey was even balled up against you guys. Like, he
McCaffrey
scored?
McCaffrey got hurt too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll
McCaffrey.
play. He always gets hurt.
McCaffrey and Debo was really getting stopped. It was just like
Kittle.
Kittle was the like
He's Purdy's favorite
Kittle was-
target.
That's how it usually goes. Young rookie guys will go to their tight end. Especially if you have a guy like George Kittle that can make
Yeah.
plays like that.
It's just safe right over the middle, nice short route.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that, man. But
And they also have a good kicker.
yeah, man. I just-
You can make his extra points.
Robbie Gould is one of the best of all time.
yeah, man. He
Y'all need to
actually
get yourself a
helped me
Robbie
out,
Gould.
like, in one of my fantasy leagues, actually.
Yeah, he's good. He's been good.
So then after that game, we travel to
Kansas
City for the epic rematch. Bengals versus Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who I got, but it's tough.
I got the Bengals. It's gonna be close. But Burrow stays undefeated against Mahomes. I've been saying it since the beginning.
Okay.
Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, but I'm changing it. Bengals versus Eagles now. Obviously against the
Bengals
Cowboys.
versus Eagles.
The Cowboys let me down, so I had to change my picks here.
Yeah, both of my teams were wrong. I had the
Bro,
Cowboys and I had the
that
Bills.
would be a hell of a matchup, though.
What?
Bengals Eagles. That's like, when have you ever heard that happening? Bengals versus Eagles.
I'm gonna still just go with the 49ers and Chiefs, but
I
but
don't want to see another.
but
another
you
one
know
of those
what?
I
games.
already saw that.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see Mahomes get this win against Joey B. But in a sense, man, I'm just stick with it. I'm gonna just go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna be the odd one out because I feel like Mahomes gonna find a way to win this time, so he can go back to the
Mahomes
Super Bowl.
bandwagon. Jordan Hagen on the Mahomes bandwagon.
No. That's a conversation. That's a conversation we have to revisit next week about that. Cause my God, he on the Jalen Hurts bandwagon.
He's on every
too.
bandwagon.
Yeah, he's on every bandwagon.
Every bandwagon.
Whoever wins Super Bowl is.
That's his
just
favorite
there.
team.
Yeah.
No, I'll take the Bengals too. I think Burrow is definitely separating himself, and I think the Bengals have a better surrounding cast. They have a great defense. Joe Burrow. I think the Mahomes injury will play a factor. Not a ton, but I think it'll play a factor. I think the Bengals can get after him a little bit. Joe Burrow, man, he's just a postseason. He's a postseason god. Like, he just gets in there and he elevates his game that extra step. I think the Bengals win by 3. So I have Bengals Eagles now.
Just like last year in the game-winning field goal.
I mean, I think the Chiefs might win in overtime by 3 as well. So let me just go ahead and say.
Bro, I want a game to go to overtime. I want to see the
I
new
want
overtime.
overtime.
I want to see the overtime rules.
I need an overtime playoff game.
Yeah,
That's the only
I want
way
to see
it's
the new
gonna-
overtime rules in action, man.
Yeah, man.
We haven't seen it yet.
Facts, man. But yeah, man, that's
These are some good
predictions.
matchups. So these are 4
It
good
really
teams.
is,
There's
like,
not like some
it's-
team who snuck in. These are the 4 best teams in the league.
yeah, like it's crazy because everybody predicted it was going to be the Eagles versus 49ers in the NFC title game.
I mean, we all thought the Cowboys, but we'll let that one.
Yeah, we just gonna soak about this one more week.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to send me memes via IG, go ahead, keep sending them, so I can like get good laughter and realize, as a Cowboys fan, we gonna get the most memes ever.
Well, yeah, because y'all think you're gonna be good every year. Not necessarily you, but
I know what I say. It's 2 types of Cowboys fans. There's ones that delusional that think we Super Bowl winners every year after we go like 4-1 or 5-0 starting off. And then you got realistic ones like me where we just realize we not Super Bowl.
I mean, you called it like week 16. You were like, we're gonna go in, we're gonna go into the playoffs, and we're gonna lose.
you've been saying that since the beginning of the season.
Because-
honestly.
Yeah.
because I know when you know your team,
Oh, no,
you know what's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, we
We
know,
go
yeah.
into every year like we're not making the playoffs.
Well, I mean, I will say this: going in when we were 7-4, I was like, we have a realistic shot here, and then we just collapsed, man. We had a little bit of Cowboys hope.
Shout out to Zach Wilson for fucking everything up.
Not even. It's
y'all need to find him another MILF, man.
No, we need to get rid of him. He needs to be away from a football field.
No, he honestly, 100% being straight, he does not belong in the league. Like, I'm not even playing around. He should be.
He plays scared. Like
he plays like he's in his backyard
like
playing. He plays like he's playing recess. Like he can't throw in the pocket. He can only
recess.
He goes and throws on the run. He just yeets it up and prays someone goes and
that
gets
one
it.
TD that he had to use Alma in the Lions game was literally him rolling to the left and just chucking it across the body. Like, that is a horrible throw.
He underthrew him. Like, we could have a whole hour discussion on how bad he is. I mean, if you want to go for it, we can go for it.
I don't want to, bro.
I'm not mentally ready for it yet.
I've been doing it all season.
Yeah.
But, man, just know, man, sometime next week, man, after these championship games, we're going to recap them, man, next week. We're going to have to talk about, the upcoming draft. I know this podcast is getting a lot of attention from my classmates, too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them definitely want to
appreciate the love.
Some of them decided, we should get them on air. I know Isaiah said when we talk about NBA,
we'll get that.
We should get them up there. Hockey has been a trending thing. That's one of my classmates from last year said we should start doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard right now because football is at its peak. But once football is over, basketball's going to pick up, hockey's going to pick up.
I just thought about a topic. What the fuck is up with these fucking Pro Bowl games now? This shit is a 707 now.
They just need to get rid of it, have the people get their votes, and they get their award. It's a waste of time because even you could get hurt in a flag football game, theoretically. Like, you're just wasting your time.
I just want, if they're going to do the Pro Bowl games, give me the competitions.
The skills competitions are fun.
Give me the ones that was back in there, the longest throw competition.
Back in the day, they had some good ones.
I love that. That's when we seen Cordell Stewart throwing the ball. I was like,
they were running every quarterback.
My boy throwing the ball.
Oh, Cordell Stewart.
We had Vinny. Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny's a Jet legend.
Vinny.
Vinny had a cannon. Shout out.
He played for the Jets. Bro, he played for the Cowboys.
He played for everybody.
Yo, he played till he was 40.
Vinny played for everybody.
I fucking love Vinny.
Vinny was a dog.
There's one other guy I'm thinking of who used to throw bombs, but he couldn't throw in the regular season. He was good in the competition. I can't think of his name.
It better not be Joe fucking Flacco.
No,
Flacco. That's why he got drafted in the first round. They had a college version of that. He threw the ball 80 yards flat-footed.
Shout out to Shannon Shavinsky. Joe Flacco, baby. I need to believe in Joe, bro. Y'all two need to believe in Joe Flacco.
If this was 10 years ago, yeah. But Joe Flacco's 38.
Dude, he can't move out of the pocket, dog.
He's a statue. He's the Statue of Liberty in the backfield.
All right, man. We ain't going to slander Joe Flacco.
No, he had a great career. Joe Flacco had
he did. He had a good career.
We ain't going to
playoff run.
Joe Flacco in the playoffs was really good in Baltimore, but he's done. I'm sorry.
He needs to take a seat, man.
But, man, let me say this, man. One thing I want to go ahead and give a shout-out to our sponsor on this podcast episode, Hometown Worldwide. This is not the Hometown Worldwide hat. This is just one of the hats I got from Liz. But shout out to Hometown Worldwide. I just caught me all 10 hoodies recently because, I just got my refund check. But
okay.
Just a little
Okay.
Bit. Get me some hoodies, give me some shirts. Y'all gonna start seeing me wearing different color hoodies, different colors. Anthony getting a hoodie on the way. Tom, you need to get on the train, bro.
I will.
Cause come on, man.
I got you.
I know.
Hey, listen.
I know the checks don't pay you that much, but look, man, the GA checks don't pay us that much, but we gonna be wearing Hometown Worldwide.
Listen, you need to buy that Sauce Gardner shirt.
Yeah, but right now we're gonna plug in Hometown Worldwide.
You gotta plug this
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out
for you guys being the great.
Some good merch.
Definitely, man. Shout out to you guys, man, for bringing the great content on your page, man. Be on the lookout for more drops. We know they dropping new T-shirts coming soon.
Okay.
They dropping the Virginia Beach T-shirt. I seen the design. Okay. It's amazing. I'm hyped for it. So you tune in. And we might do a giveaway. So if you guys subscribe to the channel and follow Hometown Worldwide Instagram page, you might get lucky, get a free T-shirt, man, or a free hoodie. So you better subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Yeah, the hoodies are nice, man. I'm waiting.
Definitely, man.
The black and red one coming in. I'm gonna try and wear it next time if it comes in time.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll be on there. I'll take a look at the catalog, see what I like.
Got you, man. Got to,
They got
man.
a discount on there right now too. They got 10% discount on there now.
Let me ride.
All right, man. Let you cook like Russ. Let Russ cook.
Don't
let Tom cook.
Don't let Russ cook.
Don't start that.
Don't let Russ cook.
That was the most trash hashtag of the year, bro.
On that note, let's just give a disappointment of the season. That's what you got me thinking of with Russ.
Besides the Cowboys.
We can't talk about Russ now. It's just been said. Give me your disappointment of the year, regular season.
Disappointment of the regular season.
Yeah.
I think my biggest my biggest disappointment this season. Oh man, I gotta think about it, man. Cause like besides Russ,
the Russ one's easy. That's the softball.
I think the biggest surprise this season was seeing like Mac Jones' season playing out.
Okay.
I think this season really showed like when you got a different offensive coordinator, man, it really affects a lot of his quarterback play. And, you know, no disrespect to nobody as Patriots fans, but it's like you could definitely tell it played a big role.
For sure.
Yeah.
Biggest disappointment? That's a tough one, man. Probably the Arizona Cardinals organization.
That was the one I was gonna go
They
with.
really just
fucking suck.
I was gonna go with that one.
They really just completely fumbled it. I mean, you're starting the season without your top receiver, but like, dude, like you're supposed to be like you have the number 1 pick from 3 years ago. You have a good, solid running game. You have Hollywood Brown now, who played. He played
well.
He played with Kyler in college. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened over there. And now they lost J.J. Watt, who had 12.5 sacks this year, led the team. So, I mean, they're only going downhill unless we see a complete, full Man, they just disappointed the hell out of me.
It's okay.
All
But
right. On that, I was gonna pick Arizona, but I'll rotate to another one. I'll go with the Rams.
Yeah.
Coming off a Super Bowl, that has to be the saddest season from a Super Bowl defender I've ever seen.
Super Bowl hangover.
Well, dude, like if you think about it, dude, they're kind of screwed. Like
they have no picks.
No picks. They went all in for that Super Bowl. He's coming back.
McVay's coming back, but there was some serious talk about him leaving.
He's on the hot seat, man.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't know if you could put him on the hot seat.
I wouldn't put him
really,
there yet, but like Stafford gets hurt. You don't have any firsts.
Stafford, Kupp, Akers was disappointing.
Aaron Donald was getting hurt. Like,
oh, can we talk about a disappointing fantasy player? How about Kyle fucking Pitts, bro? So disappointing. Tight end 3? He was drafted at tight end 3, and he finished the season at tight end, like, what, 30, 20? I don't know. But he was a fucking disappointment, man.
Oh, you guys got to start drafting better in fantasy, man.
Bro, I made the playoffs this year. I'm not bad. My team was good. I didn't draft Kyle Pitts.
I want a chip this year in my team. So
I didn't draft Kyle Pitts. I'm just saying he was a disappointment.
Bad in all of my leagues, I either came in second or third place. And I was like, oh, man, I'm feeling like the Cowboys in fantasy right now.
CD Lamb. Shout out CD Lamb.
Nah, if you were the Cowboys, you would have finished 4th because you wouldn't even make the championship. Man.
Shout out CD Lamb. Cool.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow this podcast. You know, we're going to drop more episodes, more clips, and we're going to cover more topics than NFL. Yeah. So be tuned in that. Stay tuned with that. Just know we're going to have more people. It ain't going to be like 6, 7 of us, but it's going to be maybe one guy coming every now and then. Or maybe, you know, you might not see me on camera, but I'll be working behind the scenes still, so you can hear my voice from a distance. You ain't gonna see me physically, but you gonna see me, hear me still.
You know, bring new people.
Yeah.
New people, new voices. A lot of different. Some people are more expertise than we don't have on some sports. It'll be good.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I'm excited to talk some basketball.
Yeah.
Indeed. Same here, because I'm ready to hear the LeBron takes. That's gonna be interesting. But you're here to hear first, man. Sports Aces Podcast. Subscribe to YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And we'll see you next week.